So,
all right. So this is it. So this is a fairly funky gym. We do it in pairs, and it's a whole puzzles and shit. It's great.
lovely. I think I've said this on some of these before. The unique challenges that they've put into this game should really.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucked that up, didn't you?
How did you know?
Get back out and reset that puzzle. You suck.
You're shit. Those one that you notice that
Wrong.
you need. Here's me still trying to make it work. It's like no, that's royally fucked. I made that worse. In fact.
Okay, do it again. Don't fuck it up this time.
Let's try it again, but better. But yeah, it's at least to its credit, it is at least trying to do something different. You know, it's not as if like here's your traditional gym. Like the way we done it was it's their theme. So like you'll have a primary type, but they've actually added a gimmick to it. You know, and it's a gimmick that kind of is, as it were, oriented around a.
You're fucked again, lad.
I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do that again.
But better.
Think about it this time.
This is probably me like hour 4 into a session, so yeah, I was probably just like mentally fried. Still though, it's something to mock me about, so you know, I won't say.
Oh yeah.
Gives something to talk about.
Left hand side up, the rock that's in the middle, move that over just enough so you can walk around it, and then get to the right hand side.
That's it.
No, you fucked it up.
I actually do realize there I made it worse. It's like, oh fuck it.
Yep. This is I can remember playing Gold and Silver back in the day, and like the ice path puzzle was always one that was one that was nearly sheer muscle memory that I learned how to do it, because keeping track of that was always such a head wreck. Same as Price's gym had a good puzzle to. No, you fucked that up again.
I went in so bullheaded here, going, well, if I do it from the other side, no. It was just like this is the Jonathan tactic of puzzle solving. I said, I'm just gonna make it work, all right? Just trust me.
Okay.
I know it's gas. Like I know I'm back. I know how to do. I actually genuinely thought I cut some of this out, but fair enough. This is my ode to my tribute to Go Left Mookie.
Don't do it. No.
This thing, there isn't actually a part in the map that is a Go Left moment. So this is the closest thing I could get.
Oh no. I'm trying to think. Is there any other like puzzle areas that just kind of stick to you as being like that was a good puzzle in the game? And for me, it would be Ice Path from Gold and Silver, from the original Gold and Silver.
Yeah, I think that's if you're talking that those kind of like, as it were, those like tile puzzles.
Don't! You're so close.
I think I have it right this. I think I have it right this time.
Go on. Hey, have you figured out? You've actually got it figured out now, though.
No, this is it.
No,
I have it now. Yeah, I remember. Just.
All right, do you? Because you're
making hard work of it. No. I'm really making hard work of it.
Oh my Christ!
There we go. Jesus, wept.
No,
that was dreadful. But yeah, certainly like, as all puzzles go, definitely the Ice Path comes to mind. I'm trying to think actually. Do you remember? I know Fire Red and Leaf Green had the Sevi Islands. There was a tile puzzle in that I remember having a bit of grief with. Because it was just like I don't remember one giving me grief. The Rocket Hideout or the Silpco building in Gen 1. Oh yeah.
If you didn't know your way around it, like for us at this stage now, we've played through those games enough times that we know. You go in, you go up to floor 9, and you step in the tile, and then you step back on it again, and that's how you get the key. Like exactly. you can do Silpco in under 5 minutes if you're well versed enough. But
like most of the tiles in that are just like they're loops. So like is it like into this one room you can just unlock anyway. So it was a much of a muchness. And then they realized, like, oh wait, there is actually practically just like 3 places you need to go and you're done. You know, it's that's that way. But yeah, it's exactly as you said there. I still think it's a quite fun one. In fairness, it's I wouldn't. Do you know what's a fucker? And now I remember. Seafoam Island.
Oh yeah.
Island was a fucker because it was the boulder puzzle, doing it like up and down, back and forth, and then getting hit by a fucking seal every single time you move. That was the bollocks. It was the fact that like, just leave me alone and let me do the thing. Fuck off, please.
Yeah, no, Seafoam, like, they just don't have that anymore. That was one thing that they really lost in going from 2D to 3D. They just lost the ability to have good puzzles.
I think it was that difficulty aspect of it too, like where they were saying like, it was just one means of making it hard, you know, or like to add some sort of like, as it were, like an actual test on top of it, you know, because like they were thinking through like, well, they would have got through the whole gyms aspect initially, so we'll have to give them something else to try out as well. Yeah.
Oh, Theo managed to figure his way out too.
Now you probably see it, you can see how his character model has changed a bit since like about like 10 minutes ago last when we battled him. So he has actually grown up a little bit in between. Yeah. But they kind of he got new clothes.
Can you follow him into the room that he was in, that he went into there?
You can, and you get kicked out by the sage.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. No, I know. I thought that myself the first time I was playing this, but yeah, no, you did. You get told to fucking leave.
Okay. Let's see.
Is a tribute to the Celadon Cave. This old chestnut.
Nice. Yeah. Again, I don't remember the Celadon Cave as being that rough of a cave to get through, because you kind of just followed the path around until you got there.
Well, like I said, the cave wasn't rough. The problem was that there was so many fucking electrodes exploding in it. That was the real trouble with it, really.
Oh, Frazulu. That's the evolved form of one of the boyos we've seen before, isn't it?
Yes, that's the Icebug middle evolution.
Nice, okay. But no, like whenever you take a look at a Sword and Shield, the caves in it were terrible.
Yeah.
They were absolutely awful. Like 2 caves, both of them were just follow the path, and you get to the end. There was nothing stopping your way at all as you went through it.
I wonder, would you count the Reggies in this as well? In that, like, there was a natural puzzle to solve in order to get through it. So, like, in order to get to activate the Reggie puzzle to begin with, you had to have you had to catch certain 2 Pokemon, and then you had to do the whole kind of ritual along with it. Then.
Oh, that was great though. Like, especially because, like, you're talking about in Ruby and Sapphire, or are you talking about in the Crown Tundra?
Well, I suppose like in both now. In this sense, they've kind of repeated the same puzzle, just did it differently, and in a way, kind of like.
No, the original was much better. They gave you they literally didn't spell out the puzzle to you. They gave you the Braille,
you had to learn
the Braille text, and you had to translate that. Loved that as a feature to it.
Oh, that was great idea.
I didn't play Ruby until like I was so I with the hearing it out pen to paper.
Yeah, like I know from my like experience, like because I would have played a lot of Ruby and Sapphire, a lot of Generation 2 generally. Oh, by the way, here's our pseudo legendary, Baltazu.
I like it.
Yes, it is
Electric Dragon.
It's Electric Dragon, dead on. Yeah, absolutely right. Well, it starts off Electric Fly, and then it's Electric Dragon, but it's it's another one of these I think we learn it actually. Yeah, I won't spoil it. We learn a little bit more about it later on, but it's our first glimpse of it anyway. So this is one of, I think, 2 pseudo legendaries in the game.
Oh, of course that. Whenever we're talking about thing at the wall.
Yes, there was a glimpse of it there. They had like statues of it outside the cave.
Of course it has. there's multiple pseudo.
Yeah, there's tons, to be honest. Like, there's actually quite a lot. But it's for a lot of different kind of purposes as well, and they do have like certain strengths and weaknesses to them as well. So you would have a use for some of them, but some of them are just like to plug a hole, and some of them have.
Monk has a Mega Evolution jersey on him.
He does, yeah. That's they all have that. So that's to tell you these guys,
symbol.
They're the boyos that are basically like dish out the Mega Evolutions in a way. That's what they do. I presume I went for
a piss. You just wanted to hang on to that well done message.
I was just so happy with my work that I just thought, like, yeah, let's just dwell on this a little bit. Let's see how quick my piss breaks are.
Okay, so we're going to pause it now until you're back from that, or
I'm just going. I think we're back in about like 2 seconds. But yeah, it's
grand. No, it's piss.
it's I'm just a little bit longer in that because I'm doing the hand washing, you know, like the proper one, the interlock the fingers.
Now you started washing your hands. That's good. You started washing your hands.
I want to say for the record, I've always washed my hands, but now, you know, given the circumstances, extra care. Jeez, my hands actually, from working in a lab, my fucking hands are raw with the washing. It's ridiculous. Rubbing fucking skin off it now at this rate. I like that Theo talking about strategy there. I was like, yes, I went the right way. Cunning strategy, that's. He's not the brightest boy, I'll be honest.
No.
But yeah, get back to what we were talking about. Like, the Reggies definitely, like, they were certainly one of the highlights from those games because it added so much to the playability of it.
So much work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, in the same way, like in Generation 2, where you had to keep, like, you were hunting down the legendary dogs. In this one, you kind of knew where you were, but it was actually just trying to get at them was the trouble. You know, so you had to do like annoying, like rock smashing and like cashing over Lyakint and that sort of shit. Like, and it was good. It just added something different to it. You know.
I just had to mention the ice path puzzles earlier on.
I know, yeah, we got another one here. You see, I like this one because it kind of feels like an assault course of some kind. Like, this is like the physical round of the Krypton Fever or something. It's just like, well, you have to be adaptable. Yeah. It's like, cool, that was pretty adaptable. Can you deal with some stuff?
Dunsparce's evolution here.
Yes, Dunsaraf. Is this our first? I think this is our first or second glimpse of it. And yeah, it's got decent stats in fairness. I think its biggest thing is its HP, so it's a bit of a tank.
Yeah, but what is its typing?
Oh, that is.
If I remember right, is it part dragon?
I'm trying to remember. I think it's dragon flying. I can't remember. I think it's either normal dragon or dragon flying.
Well, it'll not do well in the snow then.
No. That's it. Like, it's like I said, this gym is a type combo, but again, the whole gimmick is like, oh, Mega Evolution, prove your worth.
Yep.
You know, so it works. It works what it is. And again, the grand irony is that they're giving us we're facing Pokemon that can't Mega Evolve. It's just like it's like, well, what's the point then?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I suppose it's a means to an end.
I'm trying to remember now. I know you're not a fan of X and Y from back then, but you got Mega Evolution about halfway through that game at about Gen 4, 5, I think.
Oh, I think we didn't. Yeah, I think it was Gen 5. I thought because then you went up that tower then and had the kind of Lucario battle then to introduce you to the gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did any of the gym leaders after that have Mega Evolution? Or was that like a thing that only you had? Because if I remember right, the Elite Four didn't even have Mega Evolution.
No, you're right. I don't think they did. To my knowledge, the only one that would have had it was Diantha, the champion.
Christ, that was broken.
Yeah, but yeah, in fairness, like fuck. That was it. Like the worst thing about it was that it wasn't actually that hard a battle. If you just had a steel type, you were sorted, because half our stuff was weak to steel. Actually, no, sorry, I'll scratch that. If you had a poison type, you were grand because she had a lot of grass and so forth. So, and as I said, like the only like natural like deterrent against that was was Gardevoir. So if you had a dark type, you were laughing. But yeah, like it wasn't great. It wasn't a great battle in that sense. But they really didn't push the Mega Evolution thing enough in Gen 5. But they really did. They did absolutely fix it in Alpha Sapphire.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So there is that.
Or they just gave it to more people. So like they made it far too rare a thing that only you, Lysander, the champion whose name I keep forgetting, and your rival had it. I think. I don't know of anyone else who had it.
Did our rival even have it? Because I don't remember what Pokemon they would have for that.
Who's this?
Did our rival even have Mega Evolution?
In the post game, yep.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, see, I don't think I did the post game, so
yeah,
that would explain a lot.
There's the post game area has a separate town that you go to that has a battle tower that has things like that, and you can battle your rival once a day there. And they have,
I remember now.
I think it's Absol. They Mega Evolve.
Oh yes, it is and all. I remember now. I remember.
But again, no, just not. They just made you too strong in it.
Right, like I said, they got the balance wrong in it, but they did I think they did restore it with later games. They kind of knew they learned from that. Then maybe not give them all the toys that quickly. Although in fairness to the Moon, they gave you the toys starting off, but there was the fact that there was actually other challenges to that too. Like you couldn't just.
No, they only give you Mega Evolution in Sun and Moon in the post game.
But even for their gimmick, for the Z move, it was a case of you're gonna have this from the start, so you're gonna get used to it. You're already used to it by the time you get to the middle point where you need to be more creative with it or to be more tactical with it.
Yeah, but they gave every gym leader or every trial captain had was Z moveable.
That's
so
it.
You had 16 other trainers all able to use that against you. So it very much leveled it.
Because that's what I was thinking. You see, that's why I feel like I can't decide if they got the balance right or wrong with the Dynamax thing in the most recent gen, because when you kind of look at the Pokemon they gave a form to, it did kind of feel like, well, each of these gym leaders have to have a trademark Pokemon, a signature Pokemon. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, by the way. I like that as a concept of having well, this is their trainer, this is their favorite Pokemon. Therefore, they'll have it makes logical sense that they have a unique form. But the way I would have thought it was that, well, you as a trainer should have your own choice of Dynamaxes to choose from as well. Because I always thought if you excluded the DLCs, if you excluded that aspect of it, the only one that's actually unique to you that you can pick from would be Kingler, because all the other ones are technically taken by a different trainer.
Really?
I think so. I think that's the only one that's actually spare. No one's actually used, and that's a bit of a shame.
No, you're wrong there.
Am I?
Snorlax. Who uses Snorlax?
Oh yes, Snorlax is one.
Who uses Flapple?
The Flapple is used by your man Milo.
Oh wait, yeah, you might be right, because he doesn't have one for the first battle against him, and I don't think I ever went back to face him again after that.
That's it. And retroactively, he will have a Dynamax for that. In the same way that there was a Nessa has Gmax Dreadnought.
Yeah,
so, yeah, there is one there. But yeah, by and large, I think I know there wasn't one per se for the Dark type, but there wasn't there one for Marnie. So she has one as well. So in a way, all the types are kind of covered for in some way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always kind of thought that odd. Again, initially, and then with the DLC, they kind of gave you the starters. So that was a lot more representative. Yeah. That made so much more sense to have that.
I do think that Crown Tundra should have had some more of them introduced in it. Like there was no
I agree with that. Yeah,
there's no new forms added into it apart from, and I doubt that you got on board with this, but you can get Melmetal in Pokemon Home now that can Gigantamax.
Yeah, I knew of the Gigantamax for that anyway, because I know it was data mined nearly 2 years ago now at this rate, so it was there anyway. And actually, to be fair, I actually quite like the design of it because I know it's a reference to something and I can't place it.
Don't know, but as of this week, it's gettable now.
Oh, okay.